So I made this painting to process the abortion that I had in 2020 now that I am a Christian. So you've probably heard the Bible verse, "You knit me together in my mother's womb." So that is what this is supposed to be about. It's God starting to knit the baby in me, the mother's womb. But then I had took the yarn away from God and prevented him from continuing to knit the baby. Because of that Bible verse, I don't view abortion as murder in the sense that, say you have a baby, it's fully formed, it comes out of the womb, right? Here it is, and then someone comes along and shoots it, and now it is unalive, right? But instead, it is you started creating the baby. So I crochet, but let's pretend that we're knitting, right? And so it takes 9 months to knit a baby. And when I was pregnant, I was only 6 weeks. So this is what I have so far. It's not that much. So I view it as I'm just abandoning my crochet or knitting project, and I'm undoing what I had so far. But even thinking about it in that way, I see now isn't even accurate, because you see how my hands are up here and I'm holding the yarn. I don't even have knitting needles because I'm not the one that creates the baby. God is the one that creates the baby. That's why he has the knitting needles. But instead of God abandoning his knitting project, I forced him to abandon his knitting project by snatching the yarn out of his hands. Now that I've made it like this, it reminds me of the Bible verse, "No one can snatch anyone out of my hands. No one can undo what I have done." And the reason that I've made her white like this is to show that she is empty and she's crying, because obviously it was an upsetting situation. Even though I wasn't a Christian at the time, I was upset about this and I was kind of like, oh my gosh, like I killed my baby. But my family member was like, oh, it was only 6 weeks, it was only just a clump of cells. And obviously at that point it is just a clump of cells, but if you continue on with your pregnancy, then it obviously gets fully formed and then turns into a baby.